When the prize can be equated, so a World Cup, a Grand Slam, a World Championship, is there any justification for male and female prize money being different?
In athletics, it's equal prize money. The prize money is equal, and I just don't see why that one would be so hard. I know that tennis has been moving closer and closer and closer, which also is somewhat confusing, because if you're moving, why not just go there? Mm-hmm. And I just don't, I really truly don't understand that one.
I think the argument that a lot of people come back with is that interest and attendance doesn't match in the female realm, and therefore...
Let's go back to tennis. The argument doesn't hold up right now with tennis.
I mean, I think the equal pay thing is just, you know, it should be equal. We shouldn't even be debating that, because in terms of your training, your preparation, you know, that should just be sorted. The issue is around kind of sponsorship. If you look at 2012, and I'm not sure how accurate these figures were, but somebody did a top 10 of earners from the Olympics, and 2 out of 10 were women.
And we know that there's an audience for women's sport. Yeah. And we know that, but women's sport doesn't have as much coverage. People don't realise, they don't know where to find it. And you know, the commercial investment side is really critical to help drive women's sport, because the investment just isn't coming in to the sport.
Have you found it difficult to find sponsorship in a way that you feel a male athlete would maybe have found it more naturally?
You know, it is interesting just seeing the different kinds of sponsorships you are offered.
So do you feel like the sexualization of female sports athletes is something that still only really women are having to really battle with, and it's actually still very prevalent?
I think it is, honestly, and I think it is interesting to see. You know, I've been more aware of that too, of the male athletes that have been doing a little bit more of the sponsors and the ads that are based on, you know, physicality. Mm-hmm. I feel like women are almost more expected to have the full package. So it's not about us just going out there and being the best. We also have to look pretty while we're doing it, and we also have to come out of the water and say the perfect thing to the interviewer right when we get out of the water. Whereas for male athletes, I think it's enough for them just to be the best.
Is that fair, Michael, or do you relate to any of those pressures?
You know, the sponsors tend to look for people, regardless of gender, that can relate.
In 1973, the US Open was the first major to offer equal prize money. That was after Billie Jean King had said that she would boycott the tournament if they didn't do that. Do you think we need to see more high-profile athletes making that same statement?
I do sympathise with women who at the moment, because it means we haven't got the environment right, who can't kind of take that stand, you know. So it's a difficult one to do. I think I'd like to see kind of different ways of trying to campaign to make that happen, rather than actually women being the ones that give up their money earning potential.
But also, I don't think we should be putting the pressure on female athletes to have to speak up about this, actually. The ones that have done it in the past, and actually, you know, in tennis, the Williams sisters as well were very vocal, and that's what drove equal prize money at Wimbledon, for example, which was long overdue. But, you know, why should they have to fight harder? I'm not saying that they shouldn't speak out. If they want to, absolutely they should. But, you know, what we need to fundamentally change the way that we think about sport, so that this issue disappears, actually, so that women can just be on a level with men.
Okay, it's been fantastic to have all of your company, to hear all your thoughts. Thank you very much, Ruth, Missy, Tanni, and Michael. Thank you. It's been good fun.
Thank you.